Here we go. Alright. So this video probably should have been like one of my first videos. This is the most close to my heart topic. Something I've been on for a while. Something that, like I said, it's dear to me. It's a close topic to my heart because it's one of the first things that really opened my eyes to the possibility that through science I would be able to really answer some of the questions I had from childhood that I thought would never be answerable. Like, ideas of what reality was all about or made of. Can we get in contact with, different places in time? Different, are there different dimensions? And if so, could we possibly be in touch with them? Those type of things that, thought to yourself, okay, I'll never understand déjà vu. But what if you could get an idea of what's going on there? Or teleportation. I'll never understand how that could possibly take place. Of course it could. But what if, through theoretical quantum mechanics, I could tell you exactly how that's possible? So this is how I began to be passionate about the subject of theoretical quantum mechanics, and started to get really into it. My ex-girlfriend took me on Judge Alex. I think we saw that. And on there they made me, because when you go in there's a podium and it's making you ask questions. So they asked me ahead of time what I was into, and told them I was into theoretical quantum mechanics. So they made me just throw it in unorganically. I did, and they questioned me on the spot, and I just so happened to know the answer. So which is Schrodinger's cat, by the way. But turned out to be helpful, turned out to be beneficial. So anyways, that was a ridiculous side note. So getting into it, theoretical quantum mechanics and why you'd want to know. If you ever thought about somebody out of the blue, man, I haven't thought about that dude in forever, and then all of a sudden that dude calls you up or emails you, or a couple of days later you run into that dude, or whatever, we've all had that experience. What if I told you and give you a basic understanding of what's going on there? Okay, so Einstein called it spooky action at a distance, so we can get past this thing doesn't know what he's talking about. I actually do a little bit, So Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. So what that is basically is, your thoughts, your ideas, what makes you you, the real you. It's not a physical place inside of your brain somewhere. The pineal gland has some responsibility for what's called, your spiritual or God gland type of idea, where it's connecting you to some sort of spirituality. And while that may be true, that chemical connection with spirituality, but beyond that, what makes you you at the smaller portion, when we get to quarks and things like that, you got the Higgs boson, and people call it the God particle, but it's not a particle that makes anything. It's the Higgs boson going one way, Higgs boson going one way, and then the Z boson going another way, and it creates a field. So you need a field is necessary for anything to take place, like water or air. There's a field necessary. So those things create a field. So basically, those things are particles that make up you. It's not some physical thing. The stuff that makes your opinions and thoughts and ideas, that stuff is not physical. It's particles, like hovering around the area, connected by who knows what at this point. Maybe code, probably. But anyway, so those particles are connected, right? So when we become intertwined with somebody, especially like mother-son, mother-daughter, twins. See, this is the thing why you hear twins have that connection, because their particles have been intertwined from utero. So when you have a deep connection with somebody like your mother, especially at work, it's like, man, I wonder what my mother's up to, and she calls you. You guys are connected deeply. So what happens is, when I meet you, our particles are what's called entangled. This theory is called quantum entanglement, just in case you didn't know. So, when we meet, our particles are entangled forever after. And so what the studies have shown is that there's no travel time from these particles. So if I was in Texas and you were on the sun somehow, there's zero travel time from me thinking, oh, I wonder how she's doing, to bam, that message reaching that person. And we've tested this via astronaut and a bunch of different ways. You add stimuli to some particles over here, and the particles way over here react instantly the same exact way. So that's how we're able to show what's going on. So basically, in a very simple way, quantum mechanics, theoretical quantum mechanics in particular, can give you a solid idea as to what's happening for déjà vu, something where you run across some information you just have had before, because your particles are entangled with not just yourself, but the things that you're going to be entangled with. There's some sort of, within the field, like I mentioned before, there's some sort of connection between you and other things. So this is where things like déjà vu come in. Also, they say that the spooky action at a distance theory will get us to teleportation. Now you ask how, but basically, just for starters, if we're able to make one thing react here and that causes the same reaction way over wherever else, we're going to be able to start to tie those places together, and kind of in the same way we can tie airwaves together. It's down the road, but who knows as to the technology that's really out there. I've seen so much in popular science, in movies and things like that, that parallel the physics, like of how it would really work from a physics perspective. And I'm sure that what's available from a standpoint of our defense system, defense program, the industrial military complex, they've got some amazing things, technology-wise, that you'd be surprised. Anywho, to pull it all together, I just want to say something I'm extremely passionate about, theoretical quantum mechanics. If you have any questions on it, there's so much more that we can delve into, and I'll be making more videos on it. Like I said, I'm going to be adding in some prizes and things like that, because I want you guys to be around for these type of videos. If you have any questions, hit me up. You want me to do any other type of interesting topics, or if you just want to chat, hit me up, and let's start building. Love.